Thank you. Hi, my name is Yuichi Kamoshita, speaking from island of Miyako in Okinawa. At first, I need to explain that I'm not originally from Okinawa. Why I mention this? Because Okinawa wasn't a part of Japan before. The people in Okinawa used to have their royal government. The United Nations recognize Okinawa people as an indigenous people. So I am speaking as a Japanese who live in Okinawa. I express my solidarity with us protecting people in Hawaii. Our Japanese naval ships and army joined RIMPAC, exercising the launching missiles. They think China as a hypothetical enemy. I owe an apology that people from my land harming your islands and water. Now we are separated dots on this earth, on the different islands. But I believe these different dots will be connected, and the united power of us will overcome the militarism. So about Okinawa, I have been putting my energy to stop mining soils from the national park of the Battle of Okinawa, where still remains of war victims are in and on the land. Ministry of Defense made a plan to use the soil from southern Okinawa for Henoko New Base land reclamation. For the Okinawa tradition, ancestors to remain is so important. There is a ceremony called Senkotsu, which means watching ancestors remain after a few years from the death, and again put in a grave. Bereaved family says, don't kill twice. And another issue, in Okinawa Island, 50% of the land is being occupied by US military today. Of course, there are countless contamination problems in Okinawa. But today, I want to mention about PFAS contamination. I don't explain what is the PFAS contamination this time, but today I want to tell you why military contamination in Okinawa is so devastating. It is because of the US-Japan Status of Forces Agreement. The agreement was concluded between Japan and the US. Okinawa wasn't in a negotiation table. Even this agreement affects so much into Okinawan society. This is also against the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. In the end, I have to express my concern about the possibility of the military conflict between China and Taiwan. In Japan, after the Russia's invasion to Ukraine, people's opinion for military expansion is higher than before. Rewriting or changing the Article 9 of Japanese Constitution is also advancing. Anxiety and fear lead people's minds to militarize. And we have been opening the Solidarity for Inter-Island Camp for Peace before the Corona pandemic. I feel we need restart the peace camp for more solidarity between the islands who suffer from the militarism. I would like to invite all of you here for the coming peace camp, likely happening in Okinawa, the island called Miyako, where I am now. The Miyako unit of Japanese Defense Force joining RIMPAC So we can make more impact than RIMPAC. Thank you.
Thank you. I know that Kamoshita-san is currently doing a peace march opposing the militarization happening there on Miyako Island now, and hope to join there when there can be a peace camp in the future. Our next speaker will be Emmeline Oliviano.